First of all, guys, I want to thank you all for having me here today, this morning. And though I like to have fun and whip with it and all that, I'm going to really show y'all how to do it before we end the day. I want to tell you guys, wow, girl, I will break it down. Don't get it twisted, okay? I want to really talk to you guys today about a serious topic, and I want you all to hear me and hear me well. I want you to hear Brandon, and I want you to hear him very well. Because we want nothing more for you guys than to understand right now, today, that whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you lay in bed at night and think about, you can actually achieve it. If it's walking the campus of Prairie View, if that's your choice, then I want you to imagine yourself doing that starting today. If it's going to University of Houston, I want you to see yourself doing it today. If it's playing in the national championship football game, Rose Bowl, I want you to see yourself doing it today. But you can't play in the Rose Bowl if you don't go to college. You can't play in the NCAA championship game if you don't go to college.
So Waukesha and I are from towns 13 miles away from each other. Franklin, Texas and Hearn, Texas. So who would have thought, myself, I grew up in a family of 3 boys, small town, black people live over here, white people live on the other side of town. All of my friends who grew up saying we were going to go to Prairie View, we're going to go and be engineers. And I graduated from high school when I was 16, said I was going to graduate from college at 20 and go on and do a lot of different things. But then once we got to college, there were a lot of obstacles that we faced. So there are a lot of obstacles and challenges that you are facing right now. We're talking about the HISD dropout rate is 10%. Only 15% of African American students meet these benchmarks for the ACT test on college readiness. And only 59% of most African American students actually graduate from high school and attend college. And of those, only 40% actually graduate. So what's going on? What's the disconnect? Why are many of us either not going to college or once we go to college, we don't actually graduate? So what type of obstacles do you think you're going to face?
Make another decision. It was time for me to make a decision because I needed a career and a job right then, right? So then I had to go into education. It was the best decision that I've ever made in my life. The best decision that I've ever made in my life. See, God has a way of connecting you to your purpose, even when you have no idea what you're doing. He has a way of bringing you back to where you're supposed to be. Education was where I was supposed to be from day one. Get you to start thinking about what you want to do and how you want to do it so that when you go to college, you know what you're going in college to do. You're going in college to get you a degree, and you're coming out of college to have a degree that's going to get you a job. Does that make sense? Make sense? Parents and mamas, y'all agree with that back there? It's focus now. They used to say, go to college, have fun, figure out who you are, hang out. It's focus, and I'm going to read this scripture to you. Because I want you to know that every decision, and this is what my mom taught me, I know you all are here for a reason, so I know that your parents are teaching you this. It says this, when it comes to finding your purpose, and we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. We love Him, right? And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love Him. We love Him, right? Yeah. We love Him, right? There's an expectation that those of us who love Him, He's going to work everything out for our good. So even though I'm telling you that you might make mistakes, that you might go into college and you might decide to do this one day or you might decide to do that one day, the good thing is this. If you stay connected to our main source, there's not a mistake that He will not bring you out of. So if you don't walk away with anything today, know that this college process is a huge process. It's a lot to do. You have a lot of responsibilities. And it starts with your grades. How many of you are on the honor roll? How many of you are on A, B honor roll? And kinda. let me tell y'all something. If we are preparing to go to college, the next time I come back, this is my 3rd year here, next year, I need every hand raised when I ask that question. Because I don't care if you go to Texas Southern, Prairie View, Harvard, Texas A&M, or U of H, you have to have a certain degree point, a certain GPA to get there. It's not a game, and it's not a joke. Okay? So, starting next week, where my high schoolers at, 9th through 12th grade, if you are not on the A and B honor roll, you need to make an appointment with your high school counselor Tuesday morning. You need to sit down with your high school counselor, you need to get your degree plan out, and you need to figure out where I messed up at and what I need to do to fix those mistakes. But the good thing is that everyone in here who loves the Lord, He will work that out for you. You understand?